ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति शुभदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपतिकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Taptakanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shubhan Sute Dev Pranamamare Priyavancha Kalptarabhish Kripa Sindhu Piyavachapati Tanam Pavanabhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Pranati Ananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Gaura Bhaktarana Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Om Karatu Vachalam Pangam Langai Hare Hare Mithrapatam Mande Shri Guru Nanadaranam Paramanandam Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna. Human life is meant for self-realization, and one should utilize human life to awaken that Krishna Prema which is dormant within. People, we are unfortunately, you've taken birth in the Kali Yuga, filled with Rajagun and Tamogun, you know. How can we understand, you know, how can we understand the mellows of the Lord? You know, Vrindavan Das Thakur explains, you know, the pastimes of the Lord are as high as the sky, but I can fly as much as a bird can fly. Birds, they don't know the limits of the sky. And mosquitoes and all, they fly as much as they can fly. You know, so now we are starting Antya Kanda. You know, the night, you know, after during that sannyas initiation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Kata only. You know, so he told Mukunda to sing, and Mukunda, and he started singing, and the Lord started dance. Immediately devotees formed a circle, and they started, you know, around him as he started dancing. So then experienced, you know, he became ecstatic. That Ashta Satika Vikara, you know, the breathing, laughter, perspiration, shivering, horripilation, and roaring, he exhibited them. And his voice was like thunder, you know. What is that? It was, he would jump high in the air and crash on the ground, you know. So when the onlookers saw that, it was an amazing sight actually. His Kamandal flew in one direction, his Danda flew in another direction, you know. He became ecstatic hearing the holy name. You remember last time I said, you know, he's in Kali Yuga, he incarnates himself as in Kali Yuga, he incarnates himself as the holy name. Swakanama, you know, Sarvam Bhattacharya, Hari Bhakti Param, Harinama. I forgot that, I'm sorry. You know, What is that? Hari Bhakti Param Priyachar Taram Natanartana Nagar. No, anyway, there's a different stanza. So he started chanting the holy name, and he was chanting his own name. He was becoming ecstatic, and in that ecstasy, he went and embraced Keshav Bharati Maharaj. Keshav Bharati Maharaj, and Keshav Bharati Maharaj became ecstatic. He got that love of God. And he started dancing. His kamandalu flew in one direction, Dand also flew in another direction. His clothes also flew in one direction. They danced together. And devotees, when they saw this, they became ecstatic actually. All glories to Keshav Bharati, because who can dance with the Lord? Amazing. So he has become the sannyas guru for the Lord of he becomes a Lord of sannyas guru for the Lord of the universe. Correct. So he said, early morning, he told his spiritual master, I'll enter the forest, there I'll find the Lord of my heart, Krishna Chandra. Keshav Bharati Maharaj said, I'll also accompany with you. I'll also relish. I'll also join your Sankirtan. Please, let us go together. So Guru walks in the front and he started following him actually. And as he was getting ready to leave, he embraced Chandrasekhar Acharya. And he cried and said, tell all the devotees, I have left for the forest. Please don't feel bad. I'm a prisoner in your heart. You're my father and I'm your son. And Lord Chaitanya left. Chandrasekhar Acharya fainted. So after some time he got up and he left for Navadvip. So he went, he told all the devotees, Lord has entered the forest, in the robes of a sannyasi. And the devotees heard the news, they all started crying actually. And Advaitacharya heard this, he fainted, became unconscious. So, and Sachimata, she froze like a wooden doll. And everyone started crying actually. Then what happened? They all have decided to end their lives. What is the use of living in this world? We'll all jump in the world. That was the love they experienced from Lord Chaitanya actually. That's why, what's his name? Our Raghunath Bhatta Goswami explains, when Lord Chaitanya left this world, Sarudhana Goswami couldn't take it. He also left the world. And, Raghunath Das Goswami, for him, Lord Chaitanya is worshipable and Sarudhana Goswami was worshipable. But now both of them left. He had only one goal. He wanted to come to Vrindavan, climb Govardhan and jump from there and end his life. Wow. He couldn't bear that separation. What is that? Couldn't bear that separation. So if we can forge very intense relationships with the devotees, we can pass the days without even realizing how fast they are going. What is Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavatam? It is nothing but devotees coming together and discussing Krishna, coming together and dancing together, and eating prasad together, talking about Krishna, Hare Krishna. That type of thing Srila Prabhupada wanted to bring to the... Srila Prabhupada came to this world to give it to everyone, actually. You know? Hare Krishna. Jayanilo Premadana Karuna Prachu No Prabhu Kota Gila Acharya Thakur. Who wrote this song? Narottam Thakur. When he heard the message, actually first Srinivasacharya loved the world. When Srinivasacharya loved the world, his disciple Ramchandra Kaviraj loved the world. That's when Narottam Thakur wrote this. If our bhakti is strong, we try to give Krishna to others. Alone cannot make progress in Krishna consciousness. There is a small anecdote on this. One time, one person, he harvested the very best quality basmati rice. So this farmer got award. And so during the award giving ceremony, somebody asked him, how could you harvest such a wonderful high quality basmati rice? How many of you know what answer he gave?
Yes, Prabhuji.
He said, if I only, if of course the high quality seeds, no doubt. But if I only, use high quality seeds, but the neighboring farmers, if they harvest lower quality of poni rice, Sona Masuri rice, then what happens? Cross pollination occurs because of the insects. And I know this. And the cross pollination occurs because of the insects, bees, and different types of insects. What I did, I went to all the farmers who are around my field, and I told them to purchase this high quality basmati seeds. They all agreed, and they did it. So because I have a big land, that's why I got a lot of bags of basmati rice, and they all got very high. They all harvested very high quality basmati rice. So alone we cannot make exceptional progress, because the people around us, if they are not advanced, they'll pull us down with their with their lower consciousness. Either we elevate them with our high consciousness, or they bring us down with their lower consciousness. You understand this very wonderful point, right? So that's why today ISKCON is outside the temple. 99% of the people are living outside the temple. 99% of people are living outside the temple. Gross this. So the quality of ISKCON is dependent on not on the 3-4 people who are living in the temple, but it is dependent on the 99% of the people who are living outside the temple. So if Grihasthas understand and they develop taste for the holy name, they develop taste for chanting and hearing the Krishna Katha, then ISKCON will grow. What do you think? If everyone starts seeing Krishna in the Archa Vigraha, then I have a question for all of you. Which devotee, Uttamadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, or Kanishtadhikari? Who puts so much faith on deity, but doesn't know how to deal with devotees?
Kanishtadhikari.
Is Kanishta Madhyama?
Kanishta Prabhuji.
Kanishta only? Okay. Anybody else?
Kanishtadhikari Prabhuji.
Sure?
Kanishtadhikari.
Archaya meharaye pujaya ya shraddhayanvite natad bhaktashu chanyeshu yad bhakta prakrita smruta. Yes. So Kanishtadhikari doesn't know how to, he knows, for him deity is, yes, he deals with deities, he knows how to worship the deity, but he doesn't know how to deal with devotees. It's Kanishta, Prakrita Bhakta. But at least we should go to next level. What is the next level? Prema Maitri Kripa Peksha Yakrati Samadhyama. So, but high best is Uttama. Hare Krishna. So anyway, what is that? So, not only we should try to focus on our sadhana, we should make sure others also join. Especially somebody is focusing on just deity worship, but not, not focused on hearing and chanting. Should tell them actually. I don't care whatever they do because my bhakti is going on well. No, eventually they bring us down. So anyway, what is that? When as the devotees were, they were all, crying like anything, and they decided to leave the world. Then they had a voice. Oh, Advaita Acharya and devotees, please don't be sad. Continue worshipping Krishna. And the Lord Master Gaurachandra, he'll be with you very soon. So the Lord will be with you as he used to be. Then, devotees were happy. They felt saved. And they started chanting the holy name, sitting around Mother Sachi. So then what happened? Lord Chaitanya, he started traveling with Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, and Mukunda. All the time chanting the holy name. Kishore Bharati was, leading from the front. Mukunda was there. Thousands of people were following him actually. And finally, Lord Chaitanya said to all of them, so then he told them, please, you all go home. I'm not chanting the holy name Krishna. Krishna is our father, Krishna is our mother. This holy name is desired by Sukadeva Goswami Brahma, great souls. So I strongly encourage you to go back. And when he said like this, our devotees, they offered obeisances, they thanked him, and they went back to their homes as though, they were all charmed by his words. So Lord walked, finally entered into Radhadesh. Radhadesh means Yakachakra is in Radhadesh actually. So so it's a very wonderful place. Cows were grazing peacefully, So he started dancing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Rama Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Rama Ramo, Hare Hare. She said, I want to stay in the forest in the vicinity of a Krishna deity. So he said, it's quiet and lonely. So he was dancing. It was wonderful. And then he went there. Somebody asked, when there is no holy name, then what happens if hearts become dry? Somebody said, why is he crying so much? What happened to him? But some people, even though they are so fallen, but his crying has affected them, they also start rolling on the ground. Hare Krishna. So though many people returned back home, some people were following him. What Lord Chaitanya did in the night, even he slept. And he slept, all the devotees slept around. And Lord Chaitanya slowly got up in the morning and he left. He left. When Lord Chaitanya, he woke up in the middle of the night and he started walking. And only one thing, oh Krishna, my Lord, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And that separation was intense. Hare Krishna. So, but when he started crying, Mukunda, again they traced him. Mukunda started singing. And Mukunda started singing, Lord Chaitanya started dancing again. Wow. So if we, what is that? One has to be very simple. I'm not. But as long as somebody is simple, the holy name will play. Krishna as a holy name will dance on the tongue, actually. So when he was 8 miles from Akreshwar, he has decided to change the direction. Anyway, so he was dancing, it's with Lord Chaitanya, only one thing. Divyanmadam. Divyanmadam means divine madness. Sometimes he would cry, sometimes he would laugh, sometimes he would jump and dance. it's unpredictable actually. Hare Krishna. So, but that what happened, so he wanted to go to, he decided instead of going to Vrindavan, I want to go to Nilachal. Then Nilachal, then he said, I want to go to Ganga. Then he was walking, the people, they were all practically, what is that? They don't know anything about devotional service. They were just watching him. No holy name, it's dry. Lord Chaitanya said, why did I come to this place? Nobody chants Krishna's name here. Lord Chaitanya said, it's a big mistake. I should give up my life. Wow. So what happened? What is that? And Lord Chaitanya was thinking of giving up his life. One boy, one cowherd boy. It's a very pious boy. Then when he saw the Lord, he started chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya, thank God. So past few days, I've gone through so many villages. Nowhere Krishna's name is heard. Now, and now I could hear Krishna's holy name. Why? Can anyone tell the reason why Krishna's holy name is heard here? Devotee said no. Lord Chaitanya asked the question, how far is Ganga from here? An hour from walk. An hour from here. That's why. This is the greatness of Mother Ganga. Due to her influence, one can hear the holy name of Krishna. So wherever Ganga flows, there you can hear the name of Krishna because she is Vishnupati. She has emanated from the lotus feet of Vamandev, Krishna. So the breezes that come and bring the vapors of Ganga, nourish the whole place, nourish with the bhakti. So Lord Chaitanya started glorifying Ganga actually. So today, I'll jump in Ganga and I will take bath. So what is that? So Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya was like its walk is like a gait of a lion. It's walking like a lion. Then they reached Ganga, started taking bath, and then drank the cool waters of Ganga. And Lord Chaitanya started glorifying Ganga Devi. You all know, right, how Ganga Devi came into existence. In Golok Vrindavan, actually, earlier I heard one day Shiva started singing for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. When he started singing for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna, then what happened? His singing was so sweet, so melodious. Krishna and Radharani, they melted. And they melted and became a liquid. And they flowed as rivers. Hare Krishna. But recently I heard, in Gargasanta says, Narada Muni sang one time. That time also he sang so melodiously. After obtaining the grace of Mother Saraswati, he sang, so he went to Golok Vrindavan and he sang very well. And that time also Radha and Krishna melted. And melted to become a river out of ecstatic love. Then what happened, Brahma picked up some water and his kamandal, and at the time of creation, this water entered into the Karana ocean, and Vamanda pierced. Then that water entered, that pierced the outer covering of the universe. That water came and washed his feet. Washed his feet. And later, Maharaj Bhagirath, when he prayed for Mother Ganga said, I have no problem, I can come, but my force, Mother Earth cannot take. I need somebody to bear my force. Who did that? Shiva did that. So Bhagirath prayed to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva agreed. And he held, because this is a water that has bathed the feet of Krishna. So this water, what he did, he held it on his head. Hare Krishna. So Ganga is actually very pure. Ambrosial love of Krishna, liquid love of Krishna. Can anyone tell one more, water body? That is also liquid love of Krishna.
Radhakund.
Right, Radhakund, yes. Radhakund is a liquid love of Radharani for Krishna. But Yamuna also, wonderful. So, what is that? Anybody who drinks Ganga water, Pundarik Vidyanidhi would worship Ganga. He would not come and see Ganga in the daytime, because when people do not know the glory of Ganga, they would just offend Ganga by washing the clothes, spitting, washing utensils. Hey, this is not an ordinary river. It's a liquid love. Love of Krishna, actually. Anyway, that's why she can cleanse she can purify anyone's sin. Does anyone know the uniqueness of Yamuna Devi? If you take bath in Ganga, your sins are removed. But if you take bath in Yamuna, what else? What happens?
Both sin and piety is gone.
Huh?
Both sin and piety, both are gone together.
Both sin and
Piety.
piety.
Good karma, bad karma, both.
Yes, Prabhu, that's true. Both sin and good karma and bad karma, both are removed. Haribol. Why? Because to go back to Godhead, we should not have either of the accounts. So when we take bath in Yamuna, our good karma is also removed. When we take bath in Ganga, only our bad karma is removed. But when we take bath in Yamuna, our good and bad karma both are removed. How many of you want to take bath in Yamuna now? No? So anyway, what is that? Lord Chaitanya glorified Ganga Devi. As he was glorifying, Ganga became bashful. She became very shy. The Supreme Lord is glorifying her. And his feet are the very source, from where she emanated, right? So, anyway, what is that? both Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Chaitanya Prabhu stayed in a Brahmin's home. But that night, all the devotees joined again. What is that? This Chaitanya Bhagavata. It's little, what is it? Vrindavan Thakur. We have, what is that? Whatever the accounts, Vrindavan Thakur has not written. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written. So, what is that? So he says.
అనేది తెలిపిండా వెళ్ళిపోమని చెప్పినాను అన్నావు నువ్వు అన్నావా
అన్న వస్తుండు అయిపోతుండు అప్పుడు నేను
శనివారం కానీ నువ్వు ఒక 2 గంటల సేపు ఆడుకుని రావాలి. గంట సేపు కూడా ఆడుకుంటలేవు.
వెదర్ బాగాలేదు నాకు తీసుకెళ్ళి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మంచిగా ఆడుకోసేపు
బట్టలు స్నానానికి వెళ్ళండి.
Hare Krishna. So, thank you, Prabhu, for muting. So, what is that? Then Lord Chaitanya wanted to go to Jagannath Puri. So, he changed his direction. So, I told Lord Chaitanya, told Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, So, go to Navadvip, tell all the devotees. And they are very affected by my departure. So on my way to Santipur, what I will do, I will stop. On my way to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, I'll stop there at Santipur in the home of Advaitacharya. So you go to Navadvip and bring everyone to Santipur. So what I will do, I'll go to Fully and see Haridas Thakur. So Lord Chaitanya, he sent him. If you all can remember, so he went up north for 4-5 minutes, went west for 5 hours. Then he came and took bath in Ganga, and now Fully is very close to Santipur actually. He very close to Santipur, and actually notice that now he received, Lord Nityananda Prabhu received the instruction from Lord Chaitanya. I know what he did immediately. He traveled to Navadvip. What is that? He traveled to Navadvip. He wanted to bring the devotees. Nityananda Prabhu is Guru Tattva. So Guru Tattva means he unites the devotees with the Lord. What is that? So as he was coming back, he stopped under a kadamba tree. 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Nityananda Prabhu is Ananta Sesh. What he did, he started coming, and he was roaring, Actually, Nityananda Prabhu can give love of God. Nityananda Prabhu, because Nityananda Prabhu considers Lord Chaitanya considers Nityananda Prabhu as his brother, elder brother. But Nityananda Prabhu considers Lord Chaitanya as his master and Lord of his life. He considers Lord Chaitanya as his own very life, actually. Hare Krishna. So he jumped in Ganga and he swam to, Shanti was Navadip, and he told all the devotees. What he did, he told all the devotees, you must immediately, please come. So devotees saw Nityananda Prabhu as they felt as though their life has come back. Wow, Haribol. So he saw, Nityananda Prabhu came and, what is that? And he offered a best to Mother Sachi Devi. And Sachi Devi embraced, oh, my son, you came back. And all the devotees, they felt, they got the spiritual energy, they got their life returned to their bodies, and they said, so he told them, wait. Good news, Haribol. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to Santipur. Hare Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to Santipur. So, let us all go and see him. Amazing. Actually, ever since Lord Chaitanya left, Mother Sachi has not ate or, she had not eaten or, she had not taken a water drop. It's almost 12 days. Somehow she was surviving. Hare Krishna. So, Nityananda Prabhu consoled her. You know everything. What is that? Who am I to give the knowledge? So he is the Supreme Lord, is your, he has incarnated as your son. So he said he'll take care of you, putting his hand on his chest. He said, I'll take care of you. He himself will maintain you. So he knows everything what's happening. So what you have to do, we have to surrender to the will of the Lord. So let us all go to Santipur. Haribol. So when he said that, then all the devotees, they took prasad. So then, he told, he gave the details what has happened that day. What is his sannyas name? Sri Krishna Chaitanya. What is his name? Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya. They all became, what has happened? How Keshavarthi Maharaj gave him sannyas, and the kirtan, when the Lord left to Lord's departure to Radhadesh, he told all the Nityananda Prabhu revealed everything. Then they came to know, finally, Lord Chaitanya is right now present in Fulia. Chalo. So then many people, the atheists, the fault finders who are very against him, they said, no, we don't know such a jewel. He is such a jewel, we offended him. So there is no recourse for us. We should all go to him and fall at his feet and ask for forgiveness. So then what happened? So chalo. Thousands of people, they came to the bank of Ganga, actually. So there's so many people. Actually the similar thing, what is that, happened 2 times. But this is the first time. What is that? They came to know Lord Chaitanya was in Fulia. So then eventually come to Santipur. Santipur means if you can swim across Ganga and you will reach Santipur, actually. So what they did, they all came. The boatmen, they were stunned. So they all got into the boat. Chalo. Interesting, the boat capsized. But nobody drowned. Hare Krishna. They just chanted Sri Krishna Chaitanya and they could float. Whatever they got in their hands. Some people went on small dinghies. Some other people, the earthen pot, they put it on their stomach and they swam across. Some people using the banana trunks and they swam across. Even pregnant women also, they left their homes and they swam across whatever they had in their hands. They swam across. Haribol, amazing. Just by chanting, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, they could overcome all the obstacles and reached Fulia and eventually to Santipur. And the people who are blind and lame, initially, they start seeing as they were walking to see Lord Chaitanya. Lame people could walk. Haribol, amazing. You're all hearing or not? The power, So please don't think this is exaggeration actually. There's the power of the holy name, Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. As they were chanting, they were all, So we should also think like that. My faith is very, without faith, I'm like blind, or my faith is like lame. So by chanting Krishna Chaitanya, by chanting the Panchatattva mantra, I will go back to Godhead. Haribol, amazing. What do you think? This, what is that? Our material life is like an ocean. But a little faith on Lord Chaitanya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the impurities, he'll be able to get rid of the impurities and we'll be able to cross over this ocean of darkness of nations, ignorance. Just by chanting just by putting the faith on this Panchatattva mantra, on this mantra, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Actually, what is that? Srinivas Acharya's father saw Lord Chaitanya's sannyas ceremony, and when he heard the name Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he went home for months. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Everyone. Can you chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya?
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
So we should have that type of faith. Thank you, Raj. So we should have that type of faith. And because he was in that consciousness, he could give birth to Srinivas Acharya, Shakti of Lord Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. He's the Shakti. So we should develop, actually one time, what is it? Chandramal Maharaj said, for Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for us, even Gaur Purnima is a bigger festival than Janmashtami. Because Lord Chaitanya is a combination of Radha and Krishna. Why? Magnanimity. Even the sinner of sinners, if they hold on to the holy name of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, will cross this insurmountable ocean of secular birth and death. Hare Krishna. Amazing, right? So then, what is that? As they were swimming, they were floating on the Ganga, they were saying like this, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Hari 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 Hari. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Actually, it is said, why Lord Chaitanya appeared in Navadvip? One reason is Ganga. Wherever Ganga is there, there Krishna Bhakti is there. Somewhere I remember I read Bhagavatam at least 200-300 years ago. And in these areas of Ganga, especially Bengal, they would read Bhagavatam every day. I really do not know which the country and the state in India where everyone would read Bhagavatam actually. But because of the Ganga's presence, in this area, people would read Bhagavatam. Wow. Otherwise, either it is Mayavad or Bahishwaravad. Hare Krishna. So, what is that? But Lord Chaitanya, for that reason, externally because of Advaitacharya's call, he appeared there. So when they heard he was in Fulia, so many people reached Fulia only instead of reaching Shantipur. And then they are chanting it actually. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people actually. So then they saw his Lord came in his to greet them, and wow, he's appearing as sannyasi, danda, and his sannyas danda, saffron cloth, tilak on his forehead, like millions of moons. His beauty even surpassed that. Hare Krishna. Amazing. Haribol. So now all the devotees, my Lord, we are fallen. Now Fulia is filled with millions and millions of people actually. Anyone has been to Fulia? What is the unique place? What is the unique thing about Fulia? Huh?
Haridas Thakur pastime, Prabhuji.
Which pastime?
The prostitute sent by.
That is Benopal. Haridas Thakur and prostitute happened in Benopal, Bangladesh. Anybody?
Prabhuji, what's the question again? Sorry.
What is the significance of Fulia?
Advaitacharya fed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu the number of bhogas.
Who said that?
This is Srinivas Maharaj.
No. Advaitacharya fed Lord Chaitanya in Shantipur.
Oh, yes.
What is the significance of Fulia? Anybody?
Prabhuji, Haridas Thakur was beaten. That is connected to this Fulia, Prabhuji.
That place is not Fulia, but I'm trying to recollect that place. Khazi. No, it is not Fulia.
After the pastime, there is a
No.
snake charmer is trying to imitate
No.
Haridas Thakur.
No. Haridas Thakur conquered Mayadevi in Fulia. Can everyone hear? What is the unique thing of Fulia? Haridas Thakur conquered Mayadevi. Mayadevi came to test Haridas Thakur. You remember the 3 days? And Haridas Thakur remained focused, and she could not tempt him. Finally, she agreed her defeat and accepted Haridas Thakur. You are all listening. What is the unique thing of Fulia?
Haridas Thakur converted to prostitute.
Haridas Thakur conquered the Mayadevi, and actually Mayadevi took initiation from Haridas Thakur. It's just like 20 minutes from Shantipur. Advaitacharya put him in Fulia because Haridas Thakur would not stay with crowds. He would always stay in the outskirts, right? Just 20 minutes from Shantipur. It's the outskirts of Shantipur actually. Yeah. So Lord Chaitanya went to see Haridas Thakur actually. That time Haridas Thakur was in Fulia actually. Then all the devotees came. They were like when they saw the the moonlight face of when they saw his beautiful face and saw him in robes, they all become ecstatic. They offered obeisances, Save us, save us, save us. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, save us. They were all captivated by his mercy, his beauty. So then Lord Chaitanya blessed everyone. And then he started walking towards Shantipur. Advaitacharya received Lord Chaitanya. He fell at his Lord Chaitanya and he started weeping actually. So he grasped the Lord's feet. My Lord, please, my Lord. So much separation. Lord Chaitanya bent down and lifted him up. And Advait Lord Chaitanya, embraced him and calmed him down. And, so we'll continue this next week. What a festival it was in the Shantipur Advaitacharya's home. And that's when Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was united with the devotees. And there was a festival. From there, he would go to Nilachal. So we'll discuss that next week. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. A conditioned soul with impure heart, trying to, hold on to the feet of the devotees and go forward. But I have no choice other than the causeless mercy of devotees. When we are with devotees, we understand the importance of the holy name, understand the temporary situation of this world, understand how powerful Maya is, how she is actually, exposing to threefold miseries, different situations, and how she is actually making fun of us, exposing us to our impurities. What do you think? But what is our hope, especially in the Kali Yuga people? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Shasdi, Gaura Bhaktarinda. So that's what I can tell. Thank you very much. Please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. We'll end it here. Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.